Welcome back, sports fans, to another episode of Ugly Thirds. Today, we're going to be talking about the Stadium Series jerseys that were just released. Rams and John, take it away.
Nothing is ever good has come from the Stadium Series jerseys. Bill, back to you.
And on that note,
Okay.
I think you get the occasional one that looks good. Like Minnesota did a great job with their Stadium Series. I still can't find one of those.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Why are they so hard to find?
Because they make so few that they figure no one's going to buy them because they're future. But it does make for an interesting piece. So, and look, it worked. So Phil's wearing the one from they played at Annapolis.
That one was okay.
I didn't like the white pants on the Leafs, but otherwise, it was okay.
The whiteout on the whole thing.
No, not for Toronto.
which became the base for what you're wearing now.
What I'm wearing now, right? They took away the you're gonna have to switch back to you, which I love that I'm gonna interrupt your drink to do it. The collar. The collar went from the Quaker collar. The Quaker collar, and then he's showing off the caps there. That's just a nickname, which I hate. But the collar is what I want to call it. Go ahead. Sit down. Sit down, Phil.
Wants to show the patch too, right? I like the patch. This is a good patch.
You get him with 2 seconds on camera. Look at this guy.
Chatty Cathy.
So no, they fixed the collar. The logo is much better. It's basically just been evened out. You get some white with the stripes as well. It's a great third jersey. I think they need to make this red and run with it personally, but that's neither here nor there. So I don't. All the futuristic elements are lame at best.
Yeah.
Terrible and dumb at worst, but lame for sure.
Yeah. But this year, 2023.
Well, okay, so it started with the logos. We got logos.
We do. The Weagle.
The Weagle. For the first time, we get the Weagle as a primary. People have been screaming this forever. Though every time I've seen people do the Weagle as a concept, myself included, you put the 3 stars at the top because it just kind of balances. There's a lot of negative space up there in the wings.
I'll give you that.
And I think so, but and very rarely does a shoulder patch get promoted.
Yeah.
It's very rare. So I think it's a much stronger logo than Capitals written out, but we'll have Caps fans come at me enough. But so monochrome. Monochrome is the theme. Black and red for Carolina, blue and white for Washington.
Perfect.
Right. It's not. It's kind of like the highlighter jerseys with Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. It's just black and gold, just orange and black, no white in either jersey. One of the few times the Flyers logo changes. Like it was a thing. So we're expecting that again.
Okay.
Jerseys just dropped. Carolina.
Oh.
There's some gray in there. Yay.
Touch of gray.
It's charcoal down here. They have the sleeve stripes, like right below the red. Now again, okay, we got the giant numbers. That's a common thing. The Flyers still rock that. Their black third jersey is their old Stadium Series jersey from 2 Stadium Series ago.
That Stadium Series that Colorado was in, they had the giant arm numbers. The one that I thought was probably the best Stadium Series jersey.
Same with the Minnesota one I like.
Yeah.
But okay, so that we're going to overlook that because that's part of the stadium. It's visible.
Okay.
Visibility. We'll overlook that. The gray that Carolina keeps wanting to do is ridiculous. I hate it. It doesn't show up. I think they want it to not show up, but I don't know why.
Maybe.
But this is a jersey that leaked a year ago. You want to go to the next slide? You can do it without going back to the slides. Yeah. So that leaked in a store, and I don't know if that shoulder patch flag has made it there, but I'd assume so. It looks the same.
Yeah.
So
it's there. I just feel like it's not as gray. Like it's almost black.
Yeah, they might have charcoaled it further. Not a good look for a flag to be charcoal. I'm just saying.
2010, 2012, Reebok introduces their accelerator fashion jerseys. That's what this is. This is nothing more than a fashion jersey that just happens to be showcased in an outdoor game. It made it out, and it reminds me of the highlighter jerseys, and those weren't very well received. Pittsburgh did decent.
You can't find those suckers now.
You can get right now the Philly one for like $49 online.
It's not that different, and it's not that good.
Nobody wants it. Yeah, nobody wants that thing.
But the Washington one just dropped, and Phil, I'm going to have you take away the graphic for a moment because we went and got one.
Nice.
So we got them, and we actually have a bit of a scoop on which one to buy. So these came out, and to my surprise, well, first off, giant logo. Giant logo. How fun is giant logo? And then they added a touch of red. There is a touch of red to it, which was very unexpected because, again, we expected blue and white. Very interesting. So when you see them worn together, so go to the slide you just skipped. Mahaha. That one. So let's bring that up and see them on players because, look, it's a uniform, right? The whole uniform matters.
It does.
So And even then we don't have the socks, but I guess that was different shots. What personally, there's something about this that I like.
You like the Caps?
I like the Caps one. That's why I bought one. It's
Yeah.
not just because it's hideous. You can come back to us. Yeah, look, it's like the Colorado ones with the giant A, and then the LA there's like with like LA screaming across it.
Terrible.
Those I think they were trying to be bad jerseys. And when you make when you make a bad movie, a movie that's so bad it's good, that you don't set out to make a bad movie. That's how you get a Sharknado, right? And it's kind of fun for a bit, but once you get like past the initial it's a bad movie, it's bad. It's just bad. You trying to be bad is bad. You try to be good and flop, that's when bad movies get fun, right?
That's when they become cult classics.
I feel like this is that. They legitimately tried to make a good jersey. There's nothing specifically wrong with this logo. The fact that the logo actually does play up into the sleeves enough. Okay, so it's a little, but look at when you look on Ovi, you can't tell. The red contrast. Something about this is cheeky and playful, and I like it.
This is the biggest logo I've ever seen on an NHL jersey.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
100%
This is almost like MLB turn ahead the clock thing. Look that up.
There's a lacrosse team. When I saw this, the only thing that I can think of is this lacrosse team. They're called the Philadelphia Wings. A respectable size logo right there. But the same shape of it, I don't get. And somebody said yesterday, I was out and about, somebody said, "Oh, have you seen the new Captures?" They said, "Yeah, I saw them. I'm indifferent about them." They said, "Oh, they look like a rugby jersey." I'm like, yeah, it's the size of the logo that takes away from the NHLness of this, and I just can't get behind it.
Look, I mean, otherwise, if they didn't have the wings upward, it'd be a bit Teutonic, which was definitely a complaint when it first came out. Little Germanic for an eagle in the capital. But looking at you, DC United. Anyways, look, I like it. I think it's cheeky, it's weird, it's not for everyone.
No.
But as far as the ugly jerseys we've had, I think this is fun. It's playful. It's one game.
Buy?
Well,
which one should you buy?
Well,
that
Phil
was
also
the
bought the
segue.
Carolina one, and we'll have a follow-up show when we get that. The segue. So we went down to the Capitals practice facility, and we got to see both of them at MedStar, Kettler, Isoplex.
It's MedStar now, yeah.
MedStar. They also say so. On the left is the Fanatics, on the right is the Adidas. Do you even see the difference?
No, they're both raised. That's for sure.
They're both raised, and there's like ribbing in the beak of the Adidas. So it's raised more in the Adidas. It's much more rounded in the raising.
Yep.
And in the beak, there's three threads of that, 3 strands of stripe, whereas there's only one big chunk in the Fanatics.
Okay.
I saw zero, and you couldn't get. There were no Adidas on sale with a player on it, or the patch.
That bugs me.
If you want to come back to us, and without the graphic, which I guess we come back, but like the patch, I think the patch is a big part of this. And you really want to pay $15 and sew it? Like if you know how to sew them on, like I can sew mine on, but like that's it. You got to send away or find someone who's good at that to do it.
Here's what gets me is that if I'm gonna spend $219 on a jersey, on a special event jersey, it better have the special event patch on it. I shouldn't have to go to extra lengths to put that on there. Why is it on the cheaper one? Even if it is, whatever material. Maybe
I think it's actually a better than usual material.
Why is the more?
I guess that part's printed. But like, yeah, no, I think it's.
Well, just like when I bought the Winter Classic jersey, didn't have the patch on it. It's like.
Yeah, you went and bought the Adidas Winter Classic why? So, yeah, no, I like it. It's not for everyone. I think it's cheeky and playful, and for one game, I'm here for it.
Hopefully just one game.
I mean, they might have one or two they wear it later. But like all our news stories, we're going way over. And hopefully enjoyed actually an in-depth look at this. Yeah. And enjoyed our scoop. We have a scoop.
We do. We have a hot take.
Look at that. So, with that, he's Shrems. I'm John. Phil, take us out.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and tune in for another episode of Ugly Thirds.